What if our latest, greatest technological marvel, artificial intelligence, is actually following the exact same script as one of our biggest environmental disasters, plastic? Today we're going to dig into AI's hidden environmental cost and ask a really important question. Are we about to make the same mistake all over again?
It sounds like a bit of a trick question, doesn't it? A plastic bag and a super complex AI model. I mean, on the surface, they're worlds apart, but their origin stories, and more importantly, the unintended consequences that followed, they're actually remarkably similar. And that's exactly what we're going to unpack today.
So, to really understand where we might be going with AI, we have to take a look back at where we've been. Let's start with the story of plastic. It's kind of the ultimate cautionary tale about what happens when a revolutionary technology gets adopted by everyone without really thinking through the long-term cost.
I mean, it is hard to overstate how big of a deal plastic was. It was hailed as this total miracle material. It was cheap, it was durable, you could make anything out of it. It promised this amazing future of convenience, and it completely changed everything from how we package our food to life-saving medical devices. We didn't just accept it, we went all in, no questions asked.
But here's the real kicker. The very thing that made plastic so great, the fact that it lasts forever, well, that turned out to be its biggest curse. Nobody really thought about the long-term impact, and that one massive oversight led us straight into the global plastic waste crisis that we are still dealing with today. It's a classic story of unforeseen consequences.
Okay, so let's jump from the past to right now, because we're seeing a really similar pattern of just explosive growth with today's revolutionary technology, artificial intelligence.
This quote from David Grunwald really nails the speed of AI's evolution. He's talking about machine translation, a huge part of AI, and how it went from being basically a joke to something we all use constantly. And this wasn't a slow, gradual thing. It was like a switch was flipped, a sudden, massive leap forward.
And you can see that jump pretty clearly right here. For decades, progress was, it was steady but slow. Then you hit the 2010s. Neural MT and large language models show up, and the pace just goes vertical. Honestly, we've probably seen more progress in the last 10 years than in the 50 years before that. It's wild.
And just like plastic back in its heyday, AI is starting to become invisible because it's becoming, everything. It's running our supply chains, it's helping diagnose diseases in hospitals, it's personalizing how our kids learn in school. This expansion is happening so fast that at this point it feels absolutely unstoppable.
So, okay, AI gives us all these incredible benefits, just like plastic did. But what about the hidden costs? This is where that comparison becomes so important, as we start to uncover the environmental footprint of AI that most of us never even see.
Let's just put them side by side for a second. With plastic, the hidden cost was physical waste, polluted oceans, mountains of trash. With AI, the hidden cost is a mix of digital and industrial waste. It's the insane amount of energy it needs, the CO2 that gets pumped into the air as a result, and the literal mountains of e-waste from all the hardware we keep upgrading.
So let's break that down. Just training one large AI model can use a shocking amount of electricity, and a lot of that power still comes from burning fossil fuels. And the hardware, the computers, the chips, they become obsolete so fast. This constant push for more power means old servers get tossed, creating tons of toxic e-waste, while we drain more precious resources to build the next new thing.
So this is really the core question, isn't it? We have a technology that's expanding like crazy, it has obvious benefits, but it also has this huge, mostly invisible environmental cost. Are we just sleepwalking into repeating the same mistakes we made with plastic, just in a digital form this time?
But here's the thing. This story doesn't have to end the same way. The huge difference now is that we can actually see the problem coming. So the real question is, can we learn our lesson from the past and actually choose a better, more sustainable path for AI?
And the good news is, the solutions aren't some far-off fantasy. They're already here. We know how to power data centers with renewable energy. We can design systems for hardware that are circular, with really solid recycling programs. And maybe most importantly, developers can make a choice to build AI models that are more efficient and sustainable right from the start.
This quote just cuts right to the chase. It's so easy to blame the technology itself, but an AI model doesn't make choices. People do. The responsibility for its impact, environmental or otherwise, that lands squarely on the shoulders of the humans who create it.
This whole thing boils down to an idea called stewardship. It's this principle that says building powerful technology isn't just about code and engineering, it's a moral responsibility.
It means developers have to be held accountable for the full impact of what they build, and that includes the carbon footprint and the e-waste they create.
So all this brings us to our final choice. We're standing at a crossroads, and this time we're armed with a painful but powerful hindsight from our experience with plastic. We know exactly what's at stake.
Let's be clear, AI's potential is just undeniable. It could help us solve some of the world's biggest problems. But that incredible power comes with an equal amount of responsibility. The goal here isn't to stop AI. It's to guide it, to manage it wisely, and to make sure all its benefits don't come at a price our planet can't afford to pay.
Ultimately, the path AI takes isn't some predetermined thing. It's going to be the results of thousands of little choices made every single day by developers, by companies, and yeah, by all of us. AI is here to stay. We learned our lesson the hard way with plastic. The only question that really matters now is, what future are we going to choose to build this time?